I don't have to worry. I don't have to care. My coat is very furry. I'm a grizzly bear.
Yeah. Hey, hey. Yeah. Ash to ashes, dust to dust. The dustiest niggas been fucking with us. Am I a goat? Well, probably not. I probably was, but you probably forgot. My white label had to go white label shit when he stepped out his body and finally got hot. Hand me the tools like I'm picking a lock. Me and white bitches been kissing a lot. My honor comes from the shit that I do for the ones that I love is between them and I. Your honor comes to the court and the officer pleaded so that you could cut off some time. Nowadays y'all don't put.
Well, he's firing shots again. Don't worry.
It no work. Y'all just won't jump to the front of the line and hurry and run out the 9. Baby boy, please. I heard what you said to little bro about me. Yeah, and when you run into the ice, man, what you gonna do except freeze? You not by the squeeze. You not in the streets. I'm cut niggas off at the knees. They ain't no standing on business with me. If I'm lying, I'm flying economy. Give me a motherfucking seat. If I'm lying, I'm flying economy. I bet I know who I see. You know how I fly, cause I land at the beach. When you land, you can see me. You whisper my name, cause the way that it carry, you can't even speak. Yeah, you can't even speak. Whisper my name and don't say it too loud, cause you gotta come here and you know I pop out. We turned to Coachella, had boys backing down, and we might do the same if we touch rolling loud.
What is this cadence? Whisper my name and da-da-da-da-da.
You my nigga, then say that my nigga. Like, what's up, my crow? They come hunt me right now. Come on to me and get one of them out, cause you know how these niggas been counting me out. Oh.
Yeah, okay. All right, I like that switch up.
Okay, you gotta whisper my name.
Virginia is for love. Firing shots in the visuals too. There's things happening. There's things happening. I want to let this run this time, and then we'll go back and we'll break down everything that's going down. I wonder, there's definitely talk about UMG. There's the white labeling that we'll get to. I'm thrown into that situation. Virginia is for lovers. That's the DMV. That's Virginia. Who's from Virginia? I don't know. Pharrell, Clips. We know where that is. The Pinocchio thing I want to talk about too. A lot happening.
Yo, hey. You gotta whisper my name. Yo, hey. Yeah. Yeah. Hey.
The vultures circling in the sky because death is in the air.
Hey, I'm doing my big one.
Oh, switch up.
You doing the little one. What kind of man are you? A middle one. Yeah, my brother said he want a blue beam. I'ma get him one. My new team don't know how I live. She shopping at Air One. My brother got no fuck to give. He popping at everyone. This ain't fixable smoke where you see us all sitting with Farrakhan, nigga. This shit like the bag that you bring on the plane. It's gon' carry on.
Hey.
These boys dress up and think that they somebody. Shit is like Comic-Con. My YGs are fasting and praying. You lucky it's Ramadan. Otherwise they would be posted outside like the Pentagon. You niggas be hitting the net for some love. You a tennis ball.
Hey.
I take 500K, not a dinner. I never could learn shit from none of y'all. Whisper my name and don't say it too loud, cause you gotta come here and you know I pop out. We turned to Coachella, had boys backing down, and we might do the same.
I take 500K, not the dinner. Oh, that's at Jay-Z. That's at Jay-Z.
I take 500K, not a dinner. I never could learn shit from
That's Jay.
none of y'all. Whisper my name and don't say it too loud, cause you gotta come here and you know I pop out. We turned to Coachella, had boys backing down, and we might do the same if we touch rolling loud. If you my nigga, then say that my nigga. Like, what's up, my crow? They come hunt me right now. Come on to me and get one of them out, cause you know how these niggas been counting me out. Okay.
Some nice production switch ups throughout this.
Okay, you gotta whisper my name.
What's this?
Yo, hey. Okay, you gotta whisper my name.
those dead bodies seem to be very conveniently aligned so Drake can walk straight through the middle of them. No, I'm just trolling. It's a dope shot overhead.
Whisper my name and don't say it too loud, cause you gotta come here and you know I pop out. We turned up Coachella, had boys backing down, and we might do the same if we touch Rolling Loud. If you my nigga, then say that my nigga. Like, what's up, my crody, come hug me right now. Come on to me and get one of them out, cause you know how these niggas been counting me out. Okay, you gotta whisper my name. If you my nigga, then say that my nigga. Like, what's up, my crody, come hug me right now. Come on to me and get one of them out, cause you know how these niggas been counting me out. Okay.
Wow, this blasted, distorted synth. Going back to the vultures in the sky circling. Yeah. Ooh, that was spooky. I'll tell you what, one of the things I've noticed with this album rollout is that every single track, the investment that it's taken, because it has visuals, and it's not just like we're just slapping like a sort of like video visual that acts as just sort of the album artwork for it. Maybe a little something happens, a little bit of activity, and then you can get away with it, and then you can mass drop these videos. No, we have unique videos for each and every song drop, a different aesthetic, a different feel, different meanings, different storylines, different things happening to accompany all of the songs. Like, this is one hell of a rollout from that perspective. Drake has essentially just dropped nothing but music videos alongside each and every track, whereas most artists maybe drop like one music video, one big video, and then they have a bunch of the audio drop with the album. This is literally song for song. You're getting these little music videos within them. But there are layers to break down from this, so let's dive into this one.
I don't have to worry.
I can't place this cartoon. If anybody else can and wants to help with the breakdown, comment down below.
I don't have to care. My coat is very furry. I'm a grizzly bear.
For me, this little grizzly bear, not a full-grown grizzly bear, just this little guy who thinks that he's tough, who thinks that he's like a full-grown bear. I can't help but feel like that little bear that's trying to be like spooky and scary, that shot's at Kendrick. We know that Drake has had a number of short jokes about Kendrick through the diss tracks, throughout this album. This for me is what this is visually. And then the Iceman with the snow blows him away. And even the Scarecrow, right, gets turned into a snowman so you can't scare him once the snow comes through.
Yeah.
Production on this is really interesting, right? Because you have just those very spacey synths. Again, I feel like we're trapped in a game right now. Like I'm back in the Game Boy days. But then underneath of that, you just have, again, that heavier, that heartbeat bass. Just that gritty distortion underneath of it all. It just adds that little bit of angst, that little bit of darkness to it.
Yeah. Ash to ash.
And the hi-hat's just rolling.
Dust to dust. The dustiest niggas been fucking with us.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. You say that like our bodies, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, going back into the earth, going back into the ground. So a funeral. So he starts off with these funeral lines, and then later on the visuals turn to an actual funeral, and then later on you see the deaths of all the different bodies and the vulture circling. For me, that could be represented Drake just coming out now from this supposed funeral of himself, right? Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Everybody thought that my career was over after that battle.
Yeah. Ash to ashes, dust to dust.
And I want to talk about the Pinocchio mask because he's been using this on the Iceman rollout. For me, there's that other layer. There's the one layer of Kendrick Lamar telling lies, like Pinocchio, and the nose getting longer because Kendrick running around telling lies about Drake. And that was always symbolic for me of Kendrick. And then there's another layer, and you've seen this layer throughout Iceman with the Michael Jackson glove. Drake on first-person shooter talking about he's one away from Michael. Then he hit Michael's record, and breaking that single record on the Billboard charts, chasing Michael's record for having 3 albums in the top 200 as well. And I think he's broken that at the same time. So Michael Jackson was a huge Disney fan, a huge Pinocchio fan. Actually funded the Pinocchio 3000. He was behind the scenes on that before the fallout and everything happened, but he had a huge interest, and one of his favorite characters was Pinocchio. And I think that Michael Jackson layer goes even deeper there.
Yeah. Ash to ashes, dust to dust. The dustiest niggas been fucking with us. Am I a goat? Well, probably not. I probably was, but you probably forgot. My white label.
Am I a goat? Probably not. You probably forgot. Right after that beef, and then you're talking about the big 3 and everything. This all feels, again, just like fallout bars, the aftermath of everything.
Fucking with us. Am I a goat? Well, probably not. I probably was, but you probably forgot. My white label had to go white label shit when he stepped out his body and finally got hot. Hand me the.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it is a fire bar. I don't agree with the lines, but it's a fire bar. My white label, because UMG run by a bunch of white executives, so my white label had to go white label. My ops, he had to go white label Kendrick. And that was a big case in the UMG lawsuit, that they were whitelisting reaction channels so that we could monetize off of our Kendrick reactions. But like I showed and I talked about, I could also monetize and make money off of my Drake reactions. I don't know who was in charge of either of them. I don't know the process behind that. All I know is what happens in my dashboard, what I can and can't monetize on my analytics. And the facts were that I could monetize both of them. And also, I talked about this. I didn't agree with Drake including reaction channels in this because I felt like we were becoming collateral damage in this beef and in this battle, and it was only going to lead to more issues with the labels. And since then, I was right. I was Nostradamus. I've had so many issues with Sony, with UMG. I can't tell you the amount behind the scenes. I had to hire lawyers. I had to sit behind the scenes in rooms with these legal teams. I had to fight tooth and nail, and it has been an absolute fucking nightmare, just like I said it was going to be. And I've talked about this. Anyways, rant over. Let's get back to this. Still a dope bar. Don't like the angle.
Fucking with us. Am I a goat? Well, probably not. I probably was, but you probably forgot. My white label had to go white label shit when he stepped out his body and finally got hot. Hand me the tools like I'm.
When he stepped out his body and finally got hot. That can only be Kendrick. That can only be trolling Kendrick. Finally, he got hot. Finally blew up. So then they wanted to back him. They wanted to push him further.
A lot. Me and white bitches been kissing a lot. My honor comes from the shit that I do for the ones that I love is between them and I. Your honor comes to the court and the officer pleaded so that you could cut off some time. Now
right, my honor, my code of honor. Versus your honor comes because you don't have any honor. It only comes in a courtroom through a judge, through your honor. So it's a nice little honor flip there. Ironic, Drake talking about whoever his ops are there, whoever he's dissing there, talking about they're copping pleas, they're taking plea deals in a courtroom when he's also been in a courtroom dealing with your honor on things.
Between him and I, your honor comes to the court and the officer pleaded so that you could cut off some time. Nowadays, y'all don't want to put in no work. Y'all just won't jump to the front of the line and hurry and run out the 9. Baby boy, please. I heard what you said to little bro about me. Yeah, and when you run into that.
This electric guitar that gets entered into the mix just off to the side, super moody. I love it.
Ice man, what you gonna do except freeze? You not about to squeeze. You not in the streets. I'm cut niggas off at the knees. They ain't no standing on business with me. If I'm lying, I'm flying economy. Give me a motherfucking seat. If
I wonder.
Squeeze. You not in the streets. I'm cut niggas off at the knees. They ain't no standing on business with me. If I'm lying, I'm flying economy. Give me a motherfucking seat. If I'm lying,
I'm trying to place this. I'm trying to think because it sounds like a very specific situation. And I can't help but wonder. I've seen people talking about Drake has dissed Playboi Carti. And is this where it is? Is this the Playboi Carti dish? Let me see if I can place this one because then he's got the pop-out lines. And I thought originally he had the pop-out lines because he was dissing Kendrick. The pop-out concert, he flips back to that. But Drake has done this a number of times now on this album where he has like a singular diss. But the way that it's written could be a double entendre and it could be killing 2 birds with 1 stone because Playboi Carti, on his last album drop, also had a song, Pop-Out. On that album, he also had Kendrick. You want to know the story and history about Drake and Playboi Carti. Obviously, they collabed together. But then you had No Face. When Drake was leaking No Face, Playboi Carti was supposed to be on that. Then all of a sudden, when Drake actually drops it, Playboi Carti is not on it. Fast forward. Playboi Carti drops his album. Who does he have on his album? Kendrick. So it seems like behind the scenes, there's been this falling out between Drake and Playboi Carti, and he's chosen his side. Playboi Carti also closer with the Weeknd against Drake too. So you can see how kind of the chips are falling and where it's lining up. And now that I think about this, let's investigate.
Won't jump to the front of the line and hurry and run out the 9. Baby boy, please. I heard what you said to little bro about me.
Baby boy. So he's stunning someone, but also Playboi Carti. Baby boy, stay with me. Stay with me.
Yeah, and when you run into the ice, man, what you gonna do except freeze? You not about to squeeze, you not in the streets. I'm cut niggas off at the knees. They ain't no standing on business with me. If I'm
again, you could take that. It's kind of low-key written. You could apply it to a number of Drake's ops, but also it makes sense for Playboi Carti. And Drake going, hang on, right? You're not gonna take things physically. What are you going to do when you actually run into me? Because it's easy to talk bad about me behind the scenes, and hence why it's not been super public, this thing between Drake and Playboi Carti, which is why it makes me think these sort of low-key bars and the way he's talking about behind the scenes feel like there's more of a falling out, like I know, you know, I know, that type of thing, right? Even though it's not been publicly put out there.
I'm flying economy, give me a motherfucking seat.
And then if I'm lying, I'm flying economy, give me a motherfucking seat. That to me, you think about Playboi Carti. You think about Playboi Carti's label. Who signed to his label? Ken Carson. Stay with me again because we're about to get to the Rolling Loud bars, which Ken Carson was playing and also Playboi Carti was playing, but I'm flying economy. I know who I'm going to see. You know who went viral and it popped off on TikTok? Can't believe I've sat next to Ken Carson, and Ken Carson was flying economy off of Carti's label, right? And then a lot of people came out like, hang on, this dude is touring, this dude is playing shows. Why is he not flying first class? Why is he just flying economy? What's going on here? And I feel like this is Drake just doing one of those. This is not more of an obvious diss. This is one of those sort of indirect, layered ones. But if you start to connect the puzzle pieces, it makes sense. It can fall into place.
If I'm lying, I'm flying economy. I bet I know who I see. You know how I fly because I land at the beach. When you land, you can see me. You whisper my name because the way that it carry, you can't even speak. Yeah, you can't even speak. Whisper my name and don't say it too loud, cause you gotta come here and you know I pop out. We turned to Coachella, had boys backing down
and then I pop out. You know how I talked about Playboi Carti's song, Pop Out, or Kendrick Lamar, the Pop Out concert? There it is right there. Whisper my name. Then I pop out.
And don't say it too loud, cause you gotta come here and you know I pop out. We turned to Coachella, had boys backing down, and we might do the same if we touch Rolling Loud.
We turned up Coachella, had him backing down. We might do the same if we touch Rolling Loud. Who just played Rolling Loud this past year? Carti, Ken Carson.
If you my nigga, then say that my nigga. Like, what's up, my crow? They come hunt me right now. Come on to me and get one of them out, cause you know how these niggas been counting.
And then he starts flipping the Crody lines and using Crip language. Who used Crody against him? Kendrick.
Me out, okay, you gotta whisper my name.
And there's our Pharrell diss right there.
Yo, hey, you gotta whisper my name. Yo, hey, yeah, yeah.
I love this setup here because you have this vulture circling shot and then you lead to a circle and then you end and things kind of come back around full circle by after the camera starts rising above the tree line and then you see the vultures in the sky once more after you reveal the scene. So you create this sense of intrigue, then you reveal all the bodies in the funeral, and then you pan back up so when you see the vultures, it has a different meaning and connotation because now we know and that intrigue is gone. Just really dope filmmaking and how that comes back around visually full circle.
Hey, I'm doing my big one, you doing the little one.
Notice how the vultures circle around him and then the transition.
What kind of man are you?
The flower arrangement circled around Drake. That's really dope framing.
A middle one. Yeah.
What kind of man are you, a middle one? Was that a J. Cole diss? You try to play both sides. You try to be the middle man between the big one and that little guy. That little one. You know that little one over there?
What kind of man are you?
Listen, Kendrick has just basically thrown shots at Cole like we talked about. And Drake has basically thrown shots at Cole. So Cole's stance, like, appreciating both of them, they have not appreciated him. That's all I'm gonna say on that one.
Big one, you doing a little one. What kind of man are you? A middle one. Yeah, my brother said he want a blue beam. I'ma get him one. My new team don't know how I live. She shopping at Erewhon.
Nice.
My brother got no fuck to give. He popping at everyone. This ain't fixable smoke where you see us out sitting with Farrakhan, nigga.
Minister Farrakhan. And he's been in some high-profile hip-hop beefs. Who was it? Russell Simmons tried to bring him in to mediate between Ja Rule and 50 Cent back in the day. He also brought together the community after Pac and Big got shot. So when you see me sitting with the minister, it's not because we're going to piece it up with the beef. That's a bar.
Everyone. This ain't fixable smoke where you see us out sitting with Farrakhan, nigga. This shit like the bag that you bring on the plane. It's gonna carry on.
Carry on back as we gonna keep going with this. I'm gonna keep dragging it out. I'm gonna be petty. And yes, he has been.
These boys dress up and think that they somebody. Shit is like Comic-Con. My YGs are faster than praying. You lucky it's Ramadan. Otherwise they
faster than praying, right? They're faster. They're praying. They're taking a break. You were lucky that they're not praying on you. You're lucky that they're fasting for Ramadan.
would be posted outside like the Pentagon.
Now listen, I drive by the Pentagon all the time. You got army posted up out there. You got police posted up out there. There's always security outside posted up, even around that ring road that goes right around the Pentagon.
Niggas be hitting the net for some love. You a tennis ball. I take 500K, not a dinner. I never could learn shit from none of y'all. What's my
net for love? You know when it's love 40 and you're scoring in tennis versus you're hitting the internet to try to gain love versus hitting the net with the tennis ball and scoring out of love.
I take 500K, not a dinner. I never could learn shit from none of y'all. What's my name and don't say it too loud.
And there's the Jay-Z diss. The infamous, would you rather have dinner with Jay-Z or take $500,000? And there were some in the Manispace that were like, nah, take the dinner with Jay-Z because he'll teach you so much and you'll eventually make that money back and above and beyond, just the connections and networking that you'll make. And then even Jay-Z came out and was like, no, that's stupid as fuck. Like, take the money, you know? Like, all you're going to get left with me is a conversation and a bill. Go take the money. That money can help you immediately. Go invest that. But Drake obviously leaning into that, right? That's one of those that it's not really a sneak diss. It's not an indirect diss because we all know the 500K or dinner with Jay-Z. You know exactly where that diss is going. That's at Jay-Z. There's been a few shots fired now on this album with Jay-Z.
Come here and you know I pop out. We turned to Coachella.
And again, this little flow switch and this cadence bend coming out of it.
Whisper my name and don't say it too loud. Cause you
whisper my name and don't say it too loud. I like this Drake voice.
Here and you know I pop out. We turned to Coachella. Had boys backing down and we might do the same if we touch rolling loud. If you my nigga, then say that my nigga. Like what's up my crew, they come hunt me right now. Come on to me and get one of them out. Cause you know how these niggas been counting me out. Okay.
Whisper my name like a cold, counting me out.
Okay, you gotta whisper my name.
And this to me is sort of foreshadowing
Whisper my name.
and symbolic. Like they tried to get the drop. They were trying to commit a crime. It could have been against Drake, but Drake actually flipped it and got the drop on them. And now he's walking through all the bodies, the people who were against him. And you see the aftermath of Iceman time. Obviously happening in the winter in the snow. There's like this little church chanting choir underneath of that, along with the Whisper My Name cut. Yeah, production sauced again. It's a wild cut.
Whisper my name and don't say it too loud. Cause you gotta come here and you know I pop out. We turned to Coachella, had boys backing down. And we might do the same if we touch rolling loud. If you my nigga, then say that my nigga. Like what's up my crew, they come hunt me right now. Come on to me and get one of them out. Cause you know how these niggas been counting me out. Okay, you got
It's a catchy hook. This is driving to music right here.
Whisper my name. If you my nigga, then say that my nigga. Like what's up my crew, they come hunt me right now. Come on to me and get one of them out. Cause you know how these niggas been counting me out. Okay.
Wow. And then like I talked about that ending back on the Vultures. That was a more intense breakdown than I thought it was going to be. Wow. I'll tell you what, man. Production went off on that one. Drake continuing to fire shots. But this was, again, One of those cuts has got more of a bounce to it, more replay factor. This is driving music right here. And then I love the visuals throughout this and the layering. He continues to want vengeance on his enemies. Drake, you're Knox Hill certified. Hope you guys like today's video. Listen, if you're here at the end, obviously enjoy the content. Do me a huge favor, support the channel directly. Subscribe, notifications on. It all helps. It all goes a long way. All right, everybody, stay safe, stay positive. Take care of this, take care of this. You know, I'll catch you again.
Sports junkie, my heart DC ain't very far. Man, they claiming that they ball Berry Farm. I'm like Gilbert in the locker room, I carry arms. Till I'm selling out arenas, I got plenty bars. Mad at my sense, give me that tag, I'm back on S. Better cat back with a bat on deck, let them get mad, I'm glad they stress. Are you vexed? Blame it on your ex-ho. Put that game on ice, I'm like Ovi when I neck goes. They sliding by, get that cap in when these sets go. Just make sure you execute, cause life gon' end on death row. Get the cans, spam out poppin' like I'm making